When finding the surface area of a sphere, we only need to know one measurement, and that measurement is the radius of the sphere. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this. That's a pretty good circle. Okay, there's the back of the sphere, and there's the front. So it looks a little 3D, and then we're going to draw the radius in. And let's go ahead and set the radius equal to 8 meters. It's going to be a pretty hefty sphere. All right, and we're doing just the surface area, so just that area on the outside of this sphere. Okay. Now, if you notice, the formula for the surface area of a sphere is 4 times pi r squared. And if you remember pi r squared, that's the area of a circle. So this sphere, the surface area of a sphere, is equivalent to 4 circles that have the same radius, which is really kind of interesting to me. So you're going to have these 4 circles or whatever, and that's going to be equivalent to this surface area. So if you want to understand why that is, there's a great video by I think it's called 3 Brown 1 Blue. It's either that or 3 Blue 1 Brown, but I'll have it in the notes for you so you can watch it. It's got some really good graphics that explain why this is true. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in our 8 meters into our formula. So I have 4 pi and we have 8 squared. Okay, again, bringing down the 4 pi. 8 squared is 64. And now I'm going to rearrange this to 4 times 64. And 64 plus 64 is 128. And 128 plus 128 is 256. So that's going to be 256 pi. Now, and that's going to be meters squared. And it's squared because it's area. Okay? And this is the answer if you're asked to leave it in terms of pi. That just means pi is going to be in your answer. Right? But most of the time we're probably going to have to substitute 3.14 for pi. And so we're going to go ahead and do that here. Go ahead and work it out, because sometimes you're not going to have access to a calculator. And so this is a good thing to do, good thing to practice. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 5 is 20. That's 22. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 is 10. 1 times 6, 1 times 5, 1 times 2. 2 placeholders. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15, and 1 is 16. 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 is 7. So now we have 4, 8, 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 8. And we need to deal with the decimal, so we're going to bring it over 2. So now we have 803.84 meters squared. Okay? If you punch this into a calculator, you're going to get a number that's slightly bigger than this because it's got more significant digits that are added in there. Okay, and one of the things I like to do is just to check to see if the answer makes sense. So 256 times pi, if I just guess, okay, pi is roughly 3, and I'm going to make 256 250, and 3 times 250 is 750. And this makes sense to me. This is in the ballpark. It'll be a little higher because I did 250 instead of 256. And I did 3 instead of 3.14. Okay? So anyway, that's kind of how I check my work, just to make sure that I'm in the right ballpark. All right? I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.